Welcome back to the place where rare coins turn into hidden treasures, and every old coin tells a powerful story from American history. Today, we are diving into one of the most famous and collectible coins in the United States, the legendary Jefferson Nickel. At first glance, this coin may look ordinary, but some rare Jefferson Nickels are worth hundreds, thousands, and even life-changing amounts of money. From rare mint eras to valuable dates and hidden varieties, collectors across America are searching for these coins right now. In today's video, you will discover why certain Jefferson Nickels are so valuable, which years are the rarest, and how you might already have one hiding in your pocket, drawer, or old coin collection. Make sure you watch until the end, because one small detail on your nickel could completely change its value. If you love rare coins, valuable discoveries, and amazing coin history, hit that subscribe button and join the family today. Let's begin the journey into the fascinating world of Jefferson Nickels. Have you ever looked closely at a 1979 Jefferson nickel and wondered if it could actually be worth far more than just 5 cents? Across the United States, collectors are searching through pocket change, coin jars, and old collections because some 1979 Jefferson Nickels have become surprisingly valuable. What looks like an ordinary coin could secretly hold a hidden fortune, and today you are going to discover exactly why. The 1979 Jefferson Nickel was produced by the United States Mint in massive numbers, but not every coin is the same. Some carry rare details, unusual mint eras, and special conditions that can make collectors pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is why experienced coin hunters never ignore old nickels, especially coins from the late 1970s. The front of the coin features President Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers. The design was created by Felix Schlag, and it has remained one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. On the back of the coin, you will see Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. Even though millions of these coins were made, a few rare examples stand out from the rest. In 1979, Jefferson Nickels were struck at different mint locations. Coins with no mint mark were made in Philadelphia, while nickels with a D mint mark came from Denver. There were also proof versions produced in San Francisco carrying the S mint mark. Each version has its own value depending on rarity and condition. One of the first things collectors check is the coin's condition. A 1979 Jefferson nickel in worn condition may only be worth face value, but a coin in brilliant uncirculated condition can be worth much more. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and very few marks are highly desired by collectors. Some high-grade examples certified by professional grading companies have sold for impressive prices at auctions. Another important factor is the full steps designation. On the back of the Jefferson nickel, the steps leading to Monticello are extremely important to collectors. If all the steps are clearly visible and sharply struck, the coin may qualify as a full steps nickel. These coins are harder to find because the steps often appear weak due to striking pressure during production. A 1979 Jefferson nickel with full steps can command significantly higher prices compared to regular examples. Now let's talk about mint errors, because this is where things become exciting. Error coins are mistakes made during the minting process, and collectors love them because every error is unique. Some 1979 Jefferson Nickels have off-center strikes, where the design appears shifted away from the middle of the coin. Others may show double dies, where parts of the lettering or numbers appear doubled. Even small doubling can increase a coin's value dramatically. Another error collectors search for is a clipped planchet. This happens when the metal blank is improperly cut before the coin is struck, leaving a curved missing section on the edge. There are also die cracks, lamination errors, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine finding a nickel accidentally struck on a different metal blank. That type of error could attract major attention from collectors and auction houses. Proof nickels from San Francisco are another interesting part of the 1979 series. These proof coins were specially made for collectors using polished dies and carefully prepared blanks. They have mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs that make them stand out beautifully. While common proof coins are affordable, rare high-grade proof nickels with deep cameo contrast can sell for much higher prices. Many people spend old nickels without realizing what they might have. That is why coin experts always recommend checking every detail carefully. Start by examining the mint mark. Look closely at the date and lettering for signs of doubling. Then inspect the back of the coin to see if the Monticello steps are fully visible. Finally, check for unusual shapes, striking mistakes, or anything that looks different from a normal nickel. Collectors also use magnifying glasses or digital microscopes to inspect coins closely. Sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference in value. A tiny minting error that most people ignore could turn an ordinary-looking nickel into a highly collectible coin. The popularity of Jefferson Nickels continues to grow because these coins combine American history, beautiful design, and the excitement of treasure hunting. Every year, more collectors enter the hobby hopping to discover rare dates and valuable errors hiding in circulation. The 1979 Jefferson Nickel remains one of the coins that many people still overlook, which means opportunities are still out there. Imagine finding a rare 1979 Jefferson Nickel worth hundreds of dollars sitting in an old piggy bank or forgotten drawer. Stories like this happen more often than people think. Some collectors have discovered valuable coins in everyday change, inherited collections, or rolls from the bank. That possibility keeps the excitement alive for millions of coin enthusiasts around the world. Before you spend another nickel, take a closer look at the coins in your collection. The next valuable discovery could also... Today we are taking a close look at the 2003 P Jefferson Nickel, a coin that many people ignore every single day without realizing it could actually hold surprising value. At first glance, this nickel may seem common, but collectors across the United States are constantly searching for high-grade examples, rare mint errors, and special varieties that can turn this small 5-cent coin into a valuable collectible. The D mint mark on the coin means it was produced at the Denver Mint. In 2003, millions of Jefferson Nickels were struck there, entering circulation all across America. Because so many were made, most people believe these coins are only worth face value. However, experienced collectors know that certain details can make one 2003 P Jefferson Nickel far more valuable than another. The front of the coin features Thomas Jefferson, one of America's most important founding fathers. The portrait design has become one of the most recognized images in U.S. coin history. On the reverse side, you will see Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home. This classic design remained on the nickel for decades and became a favorite among coin collectors. One of the most important things collectors look for is condition. A heavily circulated 2003 D nickel with scratches and where may only be worth 5 cents, but a brilliant uncirculated coin with sharp details and original mint luster can be worth much more. High-grade nickels certified by professional grading companies often attract strong interest at auctions, especially coins with very few marks and outstanding eye appeal. Another major factor is something called full steps. On the back of the coin, the steps of Monticello are extremely important to serious collectors. If the steps appear fully visible and clearly separated, the coin may receive the full steps designation. These coins are harder to find because the steps often appear weak during the minting process. A 2003 P Jefferson Nickel with full steps in top condition can sell for surprisingly high prices. Now let's talk about mint errors, because this is where the excitement truly begins. Mint errors happen when mistakes occur during production at the United States Mint. Some 2003 D nickels have off-center strikes where part of the design is missing from the edge. Others may show double die errors, causing letters or numbers to appear doubled. Even a small doubling effect can make collectors very interested. Collectors also search for die cracks, clipped planchets, lamination errors, and strike-through errors. A strike-through happens when a foreign object gets between the die and the coin during production, leaving unusual marks or patterns on the surface. These unique mistakes make every error coin different, which is why collectors are willing to pay strong prices for rare examples. Another thing that increases value is originality. Many collectors prefer coins that still have their natural color and surface texture. Cleaning a coin can actually reduce its value because collectors want coins in untouched condition. If you ever find a shiny old nickel, it is important to examine it carefully before attempting to clean it. One exciting part about the 2003 P Jefferson nickel is that many examples are still circulating today. That means valuable coins could still be hiding in pocket change, old jars, coin rolls from the bank, or forgotten collections. People often spend these coins without ever checking for errors or valuable details. Some collectors use magnifying glasses or digital microscopes to inspect every part of the coin closely. They carefully study the mint mark, lettering, date, and Monticello steps, searching for rare characteristics. Sometimes the smallest detail can mean the difference between an ordinary nickel and a highly collectible coin worth real money. The Jefferson Nickel series remains popular because it combines history, treasure hunting, and affordability. Unlike extremely rare gold or silver coins, Jefferson Nickels can still be found in everyday circulation, giving ordinary people a chance to make exciting discoveries. That possibility keeps millions of collectors searching every day. Imagine finding a rare 2003 P Jefferson nickel with a valuable mint era or full steps designation hidden in your spare change. Stories like this continue to inspire coin hunters around the world. Some collectors have even discovered valuable coins inside rolls from local banks or inherited collections from family members. Before you spend another nickel, take a closer look at your coins. The next valuable discovery could already be sitting in your pocket right now. And if you enjoy learning about rare coins, minting mistakes, and hidden treasures, the world of coin collecting always has another amazing story waiting to be discovered. The 1990 P Jefferson nickel. Most people spend this nickel every day without giving it a second thought, but certain rare examples from 1990 can actually be worth far more than just 5 cents. Hidden errors, strong strikes, and high-grade conditions have made this coin surprisingly collectible among numismatists and treasure hunters. The P mint mark on the coin means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. By 1990, the Jefferson nickel had already become one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The front of the coin features Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse displays his famous home, Monticello. Millions of these nickels were produced, but not all were created equally. Most 1990 P nickels found in circulation today are heavily worn from years of everyday use. These common examples usually carry only face value. However, collectors know that coins preserved in exceptional condition can command much higher prices. A bright uncirculated 1990 P Jefferson nickel with sharp details, original mint luster, and minimal marks can attract serious attention from collectors. One of the biggest things experts search for is the full steps designation. On the reverse side of the coin, the steps leading to Monticello are extremely important. If all the steps are fully visible and clearly separated, the coin may qualify as full steps. These nickels are difficult to find because the steps were often weakly struck during production. A high-grade 1990 P nickel with full steps can sell for surprisingly strong prices at auction. Now let's talk about mint errors, because this is where ordinary nickels can suddenly become valuable treasures. During the minting process, mistakes sometimes occur, creating unique coins that collectors love to own. One popular error is the off-center strike, where part of the design is missing because the coin blank was not properly aligned during striking. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin can become. Another important error is doubling. Some 1990 P Jefferson nickels show signs of doubled lettering or numbers caused by issues during die production. Collectors carefully inspect the date, the words "In God We Trust," and other parts of the design looking for this effect. Even small doubling can increase the coin's value significantly. There are also clipped planchet errors where part of the coin is missing from the edge due to an improperly cut blank. Other nickels may show die cracks, strike-through errors, or lamination flaws. These unusual minting mistakes make every error coin unique, and collectors are often willing to pay premium prices for rare examples. Condition always plays a major role in coin collecting. Professional grading companies examine coins carefully and assign numerical grades based on preservation and quality. A top-grade 1990 P Jefferson nickel certified in mint state condition can sometimes sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if it also carries the full steps designation. Many people never realize that valuable coins may still be hiding in circulation. Old piggy banks, bank rolls, inherited collections, and even loose change can contain collectible nickels waiting to be discovered. That excitement is one reason why Jefferson Nickels remains so popular among both beginner and advanced collectors. Experienced coin hunters often use magnifying glasses or digital microscopes to inspect every tiny detail. They look closely for unusual marks, sharp strikes, and hidden errors that most people completely overlook. Sometimes the smallest detail can transform an ordinary-looking nickel into a highly desirable collectible. The 1990 P Jefferson Nickel may seem simple, but for collectors, it represents the thrill of discovery. Every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth far more than people imagine. That is why collectors across America continue searching through everyday coins, hoping to uncover the next hidden treasure. So before you spend another nickel, stop and check your change carefully. A valuable 1990 P Jefferson nickel could already be sitting in your collection right now. And in the fascinating world of coin collecting, even the smallest coin can sometimes lead to the biggest surprise.